Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are doing another episode of reading queer, lesbian, sapphic, LGBTQ Reddit stories. And at this point, I hope you can tell I'm just horrible at intros. So let's just get into it. Today, we have yet another incredibly special guest. He's my best friend in the whole world.
Hi.
Xavier.
How do I look? Hi.
This is you.
Oh, perfect. Hey. What's up?
Xavier has been mentioned in like so many of my videos at this point. He's an incredible writer and thinker who also helps me with many of my essays. So I feel like we're like yin and yang.
No, really.
In many ways, our lives toe and dance with one another in the wind.
Formed out of the same question.
Yes, exactly. We also got married.
We did.
Last summer.
Insert footage here.
Exactly, yes.
So tonight we honor their friendship by fake legally binding them in holy gay matrimony. Witnessed by all of us lovely people here.
Summer.
Yes, we're having a baby, actually.
We're having a baby. It's a they.
It's a they.
Yes.
I think it's a they. I'm hoping it's a they.
We're hoping it's a they.
I hope
Non-binary
it's a
baby.
they, he.
Yeah. We should let the baby choose by like crawling to
That's true.
pieces of paper.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like the cats do.
Like the cats do, exactly.
Fun fact, Nia's cat is a he, they, conservative Marxist.
Yeah, I thought he was a libertarian.
Libertarian
Yeah.
Marxist.
He's like socially liberal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Socially a Marxist.
Socially, but fiscally conservative.
You know?
And that's very his
There's a
vibe.
lot of people in Bushwick, but they don't want to talk
They don't
about
want to
it.
talk about
They
it.
don't
No,
wanna talk about it.
literally. Bushwick became a place where everybody wants to get brunch and then go to the protests.
Exactly.
Wait.
Exactly.
Sorry, wait. We're getting way too deep too early.
No
Okay.
way.
Today, because Xavier is like one of my most brilliant friends, probably my most brilliant friend, probably the smartest person I know, I've got some hard-hitting ones today.
Okay.
And actually, we should talk about it. We filmed a glass closet
I know, we're
episode.
gonna pretend this is my first time being
Like,
here.
I've
now.
never been here.
Like,
Like,
oh my god, this is so new.
it's lost to time. I never even opened the zip file after we filmed it because we said deeply controversial things about
Yeah.
interracial relationships.
Yeah. And I think there are gonna be people in the comments that are like, no,
Let release
see.
it.
No,
It's just
no.
something that
It can maybe in 30 years.
maybe after we die.
After we die, when the discourse has like shifted quite a bit.
No, absolutely.
You know.
Our non-binary child can release it and be like, please, like, they were before their time.
Ooh. I think we're like in discourse out of time. Like,
Yeah.
on its own.
It was also a thing like where as we were filming it, we'd kind of look at each other and go, ooh,
Like
we knew. I kind of want, we should watch it one day.
we should. We should.
But that being said, let's be slightly less polarizing,
Let's try this
hopefully.
again.
Let's try
Try
one more
this again.
time. Starting off, are Masc black women attracted to white, very feminine women? I live in Brighton, and hot Masc women are not here, but I want to maybe see if there are any in London. I feel like they don't find us attractive, though, especially as I look very straight, but I've always been very attracted to them. They don't seem to be on the dating apps either, so not sure how to test it. Do studs like white women? Yes.
Yeah.
Many, some don't.
Like I feel like it's such like a. Here's the thing though, because I just saw a TikTok from Kira, you know, the one who be saying crazy shit
Oh.
on TikTok.
Famously.
And she was like, "What's up with the like, studs who aren't studs but are like, I'm Masc but I'm not a stud? They like white women.
For sure.
The like black masks,
Unlabeled.
bitches.
Sometimes they're not even lesbians. They're like,
Yes.
I'm queer.
Yeah,
You know? Which
those
is
are the
valid.
ones that be, you know, playing in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like, and maybe it's just like our scene, like the studs be like, if
Mm-hmm.
they're like self-identified as stud,
Yeah.
I
Then
don't
no.
really like.
No. And I also think it's like, it's really, yeah, it's different types of studs or black
Yeah.
masks. Like,
Yeah.
I think because the scene in New York has become so racialized
Yeah.
that like you can't go to Aurorian and Futch.
Exactly.
Like You got to pick one or the other if
It's
you're like
really,
Masc.
It's not really a Venn diagram.
It's
like
not.
two very distinct circles.
And like what we're talking about, Avorian is like an all black POC lesbian function, and Fush is not.
Yeah.
And like I do feel like there's a line in the sand racially here, but in the UK,
I guess across the pond it would be different.
I'm sure. But I definitely think there's more like quirky alt Mascs who maybe have a more like fluid understanding of their presentation, and then there's like more like studs who are like my blackness and my queerness are like mean different things. Yeah. And then I think that influences definitely who they're dating.
I mean, I will say, like, when I've lived in other towns and they're like self-identified studs, they would play in the snow. And I do think it really depends on the demographics and what are available to the people
around.
Like, around.
True.
You know,
because I mean, it's true that we famously.
I just want to say, I've never officially dated one of them.
Right.
There was an era where they had me sick.
Yeah. And same.
Sick.
Like, it happens. And we both, for context, grew up in predominantly white areas and moved to New York. And, like, I think there was a lot of growth.
No, definitely.
Like, we grew up. Yeah. We met each other when we were 17 in college. And, like, we were just like, oh, my God, the big city. Like, Wet Dream Tomato. And, like, you know, developed and met a lot of white people.
And our college was also
very white.
An artsy PWI, like.
Yeah, so it's not. I feel like we're being maybe a little judgmental to interracial. It's happening again.
It's happening. We just come back to it.
Like I understand where it comes from. Yes. Like I've been there. It's just like something. I think if you're like any type of black queer person, any type of black person who prefers or not even prefers, but predominantly dates white people, like doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Yeah, exactly. Like.
But it doesn't make you bad.
I don't think it implies or like implicates the person in having a certain
pattern.
Or like it says something about how they see their race or anything. Whereas like if you go to a lot of these predominantly white towns, especially for like the black queer people that are there, they're like, I'm dating the people that are around me. Like it's not even like an intentional like, I'm only going to date the white people around me, but it's hella white people around. Yeah. And I think it is, like, to a certain extent, like, unfair to, like, judge those people for simply dating the people that are around them. If those are, especially if it's been the only people they've really been around their whole lives, and be like, no, like, you gotta only.
Yeah.
Like, I just think that's, like, unrealistic for
I think so, too. I mean, and that does happen. People do still grow up in PWIs and date within their race. Like that happens. It's just like, what if we all were calm?
Yeah.
You know?
Like people turn out in every single way possible.
Yeah.
So it's like not surprising.
Like even we're kind of approaching this question in earnest when like this is kind of a crazy question.
No,
exactly. Not all studs think the same.
No,
oh my God.
Like you will find a stud.
Yeah, you will find a stud.
Actually, no matter, like, a stud
will find you.
Exactly. Now, if this question was like, I'm a straight girl who's, like, a little interested, can I find a stud? The politics of studs dating straight women, now that...
I honestly would say the likelihood increases.
Unfortunately, significantly increases.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
because that's a whole different, I think, sector of the stud community. Is like I like turning like Young M.A. just said this. Yeah. Young M.A. was like, what did she say? She said,
I don't even.
She said like, I don't consider the girls I date gay or something like that. Or she's like, she just likes me. Like she likes men and me. I was like, ooh, the voices, they got you, Diva.
Like, oh wow, okay.
Ooh, okay, yeah. But I also I couldn't like judge Young. I feel like a lot of lesbians were like, what the fuck? Because like, what a thing to say. But I also think that's a product of a lot of forces of marginalization being put on one person at once. And
dare I say, how she exists in her sphere of the music industry, and particularly being like a stud in hip hop. Like, what does that mean for the people that approach her and like her own perception? You know,
100%. And then you have someone like K1 who just said like, what did K1 say? K1 said, I don't want to be I don't want to do gay and B.
Yeah.
I just want to do R&B. And it's like both of them trying to separate themselves from their queerness in a way that honestly makes a lot of sense looking at the social schema of our society. Like for Black or POC and Masc lesbians to feel like, I am queer. I'm visibly queer, and thus I can't like really be with the gay shit.
Exactly.
Like, and I feel like there should be grace within, especially from like non-Black people towards them for the realities of what that's like, even if it's
because like both of them are like came up on the heels of like 2016 diversity, like all of this into like neo-fascism, you know, and it's like all of our identities were like put on blast and like uplifted, and if you made any sort of art, your identity came before the art, or that's how the art was like labeled. Like you weren't just a singer, you're like a Black queer singer, you know, and to like have that pushed so heavily on people for them instead of them announcing it for themselves. And then, like, the neo-fascism comes in, and it's just like, well, I didn't even choose to, like, call myself all that, you know?
I'm just a stud.
Yeah, you know? Like...
Should I remove the Masc lesbian that ghosted me from my Insta? For context, me and her were talking for, like, 3 weeks. She was very engaged and interested, initiated a lot, but she was inconsistent. The first day we talked, she was flirty, intense, and made plans. But then, after, she wouldn't plan to meet IRL, wasn't intentional, delivered for ages, avoidant tendencies, you get it. Would only want to meet me on her terms, and it's left to chance mostly because we're both in the same university. Eventually, I asked to meet directly, but it just got avoided. The same week, I got ghosted for almost 4 weeks now. She kept me on her Insta, although she is someone that adds girls and removes them as she pleases, being a very attractive player kind of lesbian. Her following is very curated and selective, so that is just confusing to me. She only got back into dating and adding and unadding girls after talking to me. That's what I noticed. My issue is, I want her so bad, since she is everything I have ever wanted.
That is so real.
The day she followed me, I felt like I was seen. I've always dreamed to be with a woman, and it came to me my exact type, and now I just have to give it up. I'm still attached to her and yearning, but there is nothing I can do. Should I remove her from my Insta? Although it'll hurt so much.
What's the thing you just sent me on TikTok, breadcrumbing?
And you said, what if I like it?
No, and that's why I'm like, this person's like real to me. If I'm speaking as do as I say and not as I do, for your health, remove her and block her for a little bit, just until you forget she exists. And then once you go through that block list, like a year later, you're like, who the fuck is this? That's when you unblock her.
Well, they go to the same college though.
Block her for until like 3 years post graduation. Now, if I were her, I would keep that bitch on the Instagram, mute. I've done this. Mute their stories and posts so you don't see them, but they see you. But like, only post the hottest pictures. Never post any like who want me meme bullshit. Never. When that bitch is watching, no, you don't post shit like that.
Exactly. Do psychological warfare.
Exactly.
But I also think if she wants them to act right, block them. And I think it might, if you see each other on campus, like, that might make the girl, like...
What you blocked me for?
Blocked me. Like, no, exactly. What you blocked me for? Yeah. And then she might want you more. But it's still going to be toxic.
But that could go either way.
Yeah,
because what if they're like, oh, fuck her, like she didn't need to block me, like, that's OD.
Yeah, but I think that might be the best answer. Because either way, like, it's like, oh...
That's true. Either you've done something healthy for yourself, or that bitch wants you more than ever.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel like we solved it.
So, like, block. Yeah. It will go well for you either way.
A win is a win.
Yeah. I
Man.
should start doing that.
I think you should definitely block your situationship. I think it would be funny.
The past ones or the ones that y'all are calling the situation?
The ones that your friends who know you have been calling your situation.
It's not a situationship. It is a fun flirtationship for the summer.
For the summer? Except it's been going on since last summer.
What happened to the word fling?
Is it a fling?
It could be.
Is it a fling when you guys haven't broken the fourth wall?
A fling is a situationship but pleasant. You know it's temporary. It's not gonna go anywhere, but y'all are having fun with it. That's a fling. We've lost the art of the fling these days.
Wow. I feel like you should write a piece about
I was
this.
gonna say next Substack.
Next Substack, flinging.
Like, exactly.
Bring flinging back.
Exactly.
This one's an interesting one. I saw this one on Twitter. Trying to get over a fear of my girlfriend being attracted to guys. Me and my girlfriend have been together for 2 years, and it's been amazing. The only thing that has hurt our relationship is my fear of her liking men. It's made me more insecure and made me subconsciously controlling of, like, what movies she watches and stuff like that.
Okay.
We talk about this a lot, and I'm actively working on not letting it get to the point of being super controlling. My girlfriend has told me it's getting better, but even if I'm not expressing it around her, I still feel it. If she's watching a show and I know there's straight sex in it or something to do with a guy in a romantic context, I get so worried and I hate it. It's so stupid and weird. I know she loves me, I feel it all the time, but for some reason, I just can't shake this worry that she will be attracted to a man. We both identify as lesbians, and she has expressed numerous times she only likes and is attracted to women/non-men, and especially me. Does anyone have any advice for getting over this? I really don't want it to keep hurting our relationship and my mental health.
Does OP want to be a man? Hear me out.
Wait.
Because your girl is a lesbian.
Right.
She's not expressed attraction to men.
Mm-hmm.
And yet it's really such a you thing. And maybe there's like past like trauma in another relationship where you were left by a man from...
Left for a man, yeah.
Left for a man from a past relationship. But I'm like, it does get to a point if you're like, turn that shit off.
Yeah. Because you don't mind.
Because at that point, it's just like, what do men represent to you?
Like, the fear is completely intangible.
Exactly.
My advice was Zoloft. Like,
my advice was get on some testosterone.
Yeah, tea.
Like,
yeah, because it's definitely like not about your girlfriend. Like,
right? Like, do you feel like the men have something you don't? And if so, what is it? And why do you feel like
so threatened?
Exactly.
Especially, yeah. Like what is the fear?
Do you want that? Is that threatening feeling like envy or jealousy?
Mm-hmm. But I also think this could be just a little touch of OCD. Yeah. I think this is a real obsession that, like, true. You know, is manifesting in ways that are toxic, but is really coming from a place of just like you don't know how to cope with the feeling, which definitely could be something eggy going on for sure. Damn.
Because this also reminds me of when you made the bisexual TikTok, like bisexual versus like lesbian TikToks, and it's like the lesbians that are biphobic because like, oh, she could leave me for a man. Like really getting into like all of the intricacies of like what that really
represents.
means.
Yeah. Like, because it's not, people act like it exists in a vacuum. Like, and it's like innate that lesbians have to hate men, but like, I don't hate men. And
also it's just like the idea that for like a bisexual woman, a man will be the preference, you know,
which is,
or like the default of what she'll choose. And I'm not saying that isn't like a take that's informed by like how our society is, but that's not
everyone's
necessarily
experience.
True, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. Especially, but I'm just like, your girlfriend's not bisexual,
right? Like, she's a lesbian, so I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, what? Especially because they have been together for 2 years. So I'm like, well, I think she probably wants to be with you.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. That's the vibe I'm getting. But it also is like so layered, and I feel like so many lesbians have that fear. But I also think a lot more lesbians need to take accountability for that fear. Yeah. Like, it is your fear.
Because I do feel like at a certain point, and I'm not calling OP this, but like in general about this fear, it can get a touch misogynistic after a while. Because I feel like it's like taking so much like control and agency over like that woman's like sexuality and what you assume she's going like, oh, well, of course she's going to choose the man. And it's like, no, like, especially if it takes away her self-determination at a certain point.
100%.
You know?
And I also think there are some lesbians who approach it like, if you have been with a man, if you are even open to being with a man, it like taints a woman, and like that's just misogyny too. Exactly. I think in a lot of shapes and forms, because it manifests differently. Like in this situation, it's more like paranoia, and it's, you know, but it is manifesting in tangible actions, which like is different when, you know, some people from the past like have had bi women or whatever, a person they're dating, like put them in a position where they feel threatened by a man, or for valid reasons or for not, like that's still I don't know.
Yeah.
It's still yours
Exactly.
to like deal with, even if it wasn't your fault. But in this case, I'm like, girl, what?
Girl,
Like,
come on, talk to someone.
talk to somebody.
Before the Zoloft and testosterone, talk to
Honestly,
someone.
yeah, but I feel like the Zoloft testosterone really might fix them.
Almost fixed me.
Almost.
If I were like more consistent with it,
Tea.
I'd be like I'd be like, but when I was on that antidepressant testosterone mix, I felt unstoppable. I
And
was
you were.
going on runs.
You were going on runs?
Exactly.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait. Maybe you should do this
I know.
again.
I know.
What stopped you?
The blood thing.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, we have time for one more query.
Okay.
It's my little pun. Oh, and this is a big one. This I left up for the end. This is only for the real ones. My girlfriend wants to transition to male.
Okay.
And they took down the original post, so this is just the update.
Damn.
Thank you to all of you for leaving helpful comments under my last post. I decided to delete it because I didn't want to face the harsh truth, but reality did strike me pretty quickly. At first, I really did try to start being into men. I searched things up like compliments, and I just struggled. Damn. I kept trying to tell myself that it's not so hard, and I can like him, but it felt wrong. It felt like forcing food I didn't like down my throat and acting like I love it. He showed me how he looks as a man, and I kept telling him to change how he looked, so I knew it was not good. We are staying friends for the week, and if he decides to be a guy, then we won't date anymore.
For the week? Sorry.
We can't.
We'll be friends for the week.
What are we
That's
saying?
worse than being together for the
Literally
week.
just-
Okay.
Oh my
right,
God.
Sure.
I can't see myself liking guys even though I do love him so much. I love him so much, and it makes me so sad that I can't love him. I kept thinking to myself, like, I could stay with him. I just don't want him to touch me or kiss me or anything. Or it's just gender, and how he looks, it won't be a big deal. It became one so quickly, and I cried so much. I wish I could love him. Yeah. I think this
That's
is...
tough.
I think there's so much here.
No, definitely.
Because I'm personally at my point in my queerness where I feel like very differently about the way labels and identity interact. And obviously we've talked about this a lot.
Yeah.
And like I feel like there is an easy, I think, way to approach this question in the sense that like if you don't like men and that's not what you want to do, like don't. And you can.
Yeah.
And I've been there. This has
Yeah.
happened to me. Like,
Yeah.
you know? But I think like when I was in a relationship with like a trans guy and I was chilling, I was bi, and then I was like, wait, I can't, like, I don't know if this is
Yeah.
me. I don't know if this is what I want. That felt really real and valid at the time because it's just like not what I wanted. But now I feel like so differently.
Yeah. I mean, as like hard as it is and as sad as it is, like don't push it. Like
Yeah.
let it go and like let the relationship be what it was, and like you can like still love that person for who they are, and just know that in a relationship like that's not what you want or what you're looking for.
So true.
Because I've seen this discourse come up so many times. I remember when Elliot Page transitioned, and I think it was his ex-wife he either just divorced from or his ex-girlfriend, and they broke up like soon after he transitioned. And like I was having similar conversations with people of like, oh, like why did they break up? Like if they're like married and in love, like why? And then also like no, like well of course they broke up because like his ex is a lesbian, you know. And I think like it really depends on like each couple, each situation is so
Different, for sure.
and it's very specific, and like sexuality can get like really complicated. Like sometimes people like don't give a fuck and they're like, yeah, like cool. Like there are lesbians who like have partners that transition and they're still like, I'm a lesbian and I love him, you know?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
And I think it's just like the most important thing, and it sounds like OP has done this, like, is to be honest about like what you want, what you're looking for, and to like respect and like
Respect yourself.
Yeah,
and your
respect yourself,
wants.
and also it's a act of like love and respect for the other person to let that relationship go
100%.
because you're admitting like this is not what I want, but I do want this for you.
Yeah,
know?
I agree. Because I think I was about to go into it in a sense that I think attraction and labels and these purviews are restrictive in a lot of ways that are not as innocuous as we like to act like they are, or not like they exist as reflections of so many social aspects of life. But
Exactly.
nonetheless, like, love does not a relationship make. And
Yeah.
if you know, like, that you love someone, that does not make them an ideal partner for you.
Exactly.
So it's just about, like, I don't know. I just think my thing is, like, I don't think it really needs to come down to, because I've seen relationships that look different ways with trans guys or not trans masks, non-binary people and lesbians or whatever. And I know, like, people can make it work, but it's also a thing where, like, you don't have to.
Yeah.
You know, like, you can.
Exactly.
You can. I think my lesbianism is very, like,
Yeah.
maybe lame. I can't say it. I'm not allowed
No,
to say
because
stuff
like
like
the
that.
internet's not ready.
They're not ready, but you know what I mean.
But, no, but yeah, and I think like what, like in this situation in particular, like OP wasn't like, because I'm a lesbian, I can never blah blah. Like it was genuinely like I just don't have this attraction.
Yeah.
And I think there is such a difference because I've seen that difference in how people approach like being in relationships with like trans masks and trans men, where they're like, oh, like I could never because I'm a lesbian. A lesbian means this, and that, like by the book definition, versus like that simply isn't my attraction. Other people can do what they want to do. You know?
True.
Like, and there is such a difference in that, and it sounds like OP is being as respectful.
Earnest. Yeah, that's
and
true.
all, yeah.
And also, everyone's lesbianism, like, is allowed to look different. God forbid.
God forbid.
Yeah.
I think social media would say so fucking different. I'm like scared to even like.
It's true though. I think I feel comfortable saying that. That like, there are definitely, even if people disagree that lesbianism is one thing, that's not what's happening. There's so many people.
I'm a Malavika defender.
I feel like I've already said that on this channel.
Like they know that.
Like I stand. I
Like get behind me.
come on, me.
Like,
Come on,
actually,
we can't post it.
Like, no, we can't post that part now.
I think it's true. I stand on that. I said that on my channel. Like, I think that essay, there are thematic and political stances in that essay that I stand behind.
Yeah.
And ideological stances that I stand behind. Even if I understand the criticisms. Watch my video about it.
Yeah.
Watch the video about it if you disagree. But I do think lesbianism, regardless of what people think, does show up in this world in completely different ways in so many different people's lives, based on culture, based on city, based on who's around you, based on all this shit. Like, it's not one thing. It can look different for different people, and like, that's okay.
Exactly. I don't know. You know, I have this like fucking crisis with myself. Like,
Yeah, you have
every
an essay
year.
about it. You want to plug
Like,
the
I have an
essay?
Are the men I like real? It's actually my favorite essay I've ever written. Where it's like, I like attraction, especially like when you grow up as a woman, and so much of womanhood and your gender is dictated by your attraction to men. It can be hard, one, to like understand your gender once you realize you don't have attraction to men, and what does it mean to like men versus masculinity, you know, like, which you've had like guests talk about on this channel too. Like, it's all like very like dicey, and I'm sure like OP dealt with that because I assume their partner was probably, or ex was like Masc beforehand, you know, before they transition, and like them having to deal with that. And identity is just like a whole can of worms.
It's a big can of worms.
Yeah.
And that's okay. You just gotta find the people who are into your can.
Exactly.
And like, I just wish everyone
To
could
your
be.
can.
Yeah, who want to open up their little can. And I just wish other people who have different cans could respect the other cans.
Exactly. It has nothing to do with your can.
Literally.
It doesn't change your can at all.
Oftentimes it's in a completely different grocery store.
Exactly.
You know?
But what people are truly scared of is not it affecting their can, but of how other people will see their can. You know?
No, for sure. But I think that does come down to them being scared will affect their can.
Yeah.
Because it's like, how can I feel safe in my can if other people don't understand my can?
No, exactly. Like, people already think my can automatically goes with this bottle or this can opener, and it doesn't. And I don't want people to think that it could.
Right.
And it's like, well, you actually can't control what people think. They're gonna think
100%.
that no matter what.
Yeah. And sometimes, like, the reasons that people want to hurt your can, like, are insane and unethical and deeply, deeply bigoted.
And we shouldn't be framing conversations based around people wanting to hurt your can.
Yeah.
Like,
because people shouldn't hurt each other.
Exactly.
And that should be the basis.
They shouldn't be breaking your can to begin with.
Yeah, exactly. They shouldn't be trying to convert your can.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wrong.
Exactly.
I keep talking about this topic on this channel, and I will continue to, because I think I have a praxis that I'm working on where I beget the revolution.
where you get the revolution.
And it's gonna start with breaking respectability politics.
Yes.
This is my first step in my plan.
Like, in the recent discourse about, like, who is and isn't a lesbian and, like, what it means, I realized, like, so much of the discourse is respectability politics.
100%.
And, like, I think it's in a way that I didn't really expect to see it show up until, like, I saw how people were, like, talking about it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
But I think that once that crumbles, well, it probably won't crumble. But if we could get more people to just, like, see the bigger picture.
Need to start, like, see the bigger picture and not give a fuck as much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, queer people will do queer things. And I know there's, like, a discourse around, like, people not liking labeling lesbians as queer because they feel like it erases the, like, the gravity of the lesbian label. But I'm like, no, I still think, like, lesbians are doing queer shit. Like, to be a lesbian is already queering so much about, like, gender expectations, gender roles, your identity, you know? And it's like, lesbians do lesbian things.
Yeah. Well, pretty much that and peace on earth, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
You want to plug anything?
Get jumped this time.
I hope not. Guys, please don't jump us.
Yes.
Once I put this on Reels.
Right? It's always on Reels. They don't
fuck with us on Reels.
Yeah.
No, it's not a thing. Yeah. But do you want to plug anything?
Yes. You can find me on Instagram. I'm the.savior. You can find me on Substack, Savior Substack. I be writing. I have a piece coming out about sex workers real soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's all my socials.
Like, comment, subscribe, and stay gay.
Yeah.
Love you guys. Bye.